Tony Fenderonanoff here. Fenderonanoff. What would that be? Polish? Czechoslovakian? Fenderonanoff. Fenderonanoff. Tony Fenderonanoff. I don't know. Don't matter. Never mind. This is about, I don't know, 30th time I've had this Fender on and off. Luckily though, I've probably only got to do it another 17 or 18 times. That's what it takes when you do this stuff though. Building old cars, I mean, it's not all shiny teeth and hair gel. It's no shiny teeth and hair gel. Oh, where the hell that bolt going now? Son of a bitch. I gotta get another bowl. I gotta get another bowl. Just a sec, I'll be right back. Just a sec. I gotta get another bowl. I'm not afraid. Get another bowl. I got another bowl. Here's a. Alright, never mind. How's that do? How do you like that? I guess you can tell we're putting a fender on. Then I'll probably take it off again. Oh. I'm getting to the age doing this stuff where when I get up and down, if a noise doesn't come out of my keister, it comes out of my mouth. That's probably bad, hey? That's the way the old cookie bounces though. That's what happens when you do this shit. A physical job for 2/3 of your life. I should have got some schooling. Come here, you bastard. Son of a bitch. I should have got some schooling. Aside from tech school. In Canada to do this, we have an apprenticeship program, so I went through that, but here I am on my hands and knees for a living. And I'm too fat and ugly to make as much money on my hands and knees as, well, we won't get into that. I mean, there's money to be made on your hands and knees, I'll tell you what. I've never paid money, but there's money to be made. So I had to do some final welding on this fender, a little bit of stuff on the inside. And I had to do some repair work up in here. And you just gotta you gotta just keep checking on shit. Every time when you're doing stuff, Fenderonanoff. Somebody hit me. Holy Jesus. You gotta check your gas. You know, stuff. Things and stuff. Stuff and things. Where's my tools? It's cold here. I got some shit that I could be priming, but it's cold. And running that booth when it's cold, I mean, you might as well just go outside and crack open a gas valve. And where I live, they ain't giving utilities away these days. So I ain't painting. But there's a lot of other stuff I could still be doing. Like this. Shims. So this is what I'm doing. What do you think? So how do you might be asking yourself, how do you hold a gap and bolt stuff into place all at the same time? Well, okay. You grow a third arm out of your shoulder, that's how. That's how. Just a minute. There it is. Sorry about that. Oh. Yeah. Or I guess you can use a knee. And a shin. Make sure your ratchet's not set on loosen. Wrench. Shin. Ratchet. Too wide. Too wide. Loosen. Loosen some more. Boring. Tighten. Tighten. Better. Oh, tight. How come Dodge has to put so many bolts from the inside out? Hey, there's a bolt here in these fenders that goes up. You know where you get that from? In here. The door hinges, there's two bolts that go from the inside of the car out. You know where they are? Up here behind the dash in a hole. I don't really understand. Bolt up here, somewhere in the channel. Use the finger on the end of the socket. Things are rattling. Where? Come on now. Is that it? Oh, yeah. Bit of hair. Tony Fenderonanoff. Still fits. Nice. That's worth a sip of coffee. Well, there's not really much going on. That's on. I got a little more bumping and boinking. But as I said, as I tried to demonstrate before, over on the other side over that with a Dodge, you gotta do your metal work and the body work with the fender bolted in place. Because as you tighten up these bolts in, and especially the bolts up at the front, it changes the way the fender fits. Most especially here. As you move that front in and out, it'll pull this back and forth or in and out. This not so much, however, it will, when you adjust that, believe it or not, it will change this gap at the bottom. I don't know why, it just will. But you can't really see, maybe you can, I don't know. Can you see from where you're looking? Let me see. Yeah, you can kind of see in the light. But my lines are still there. My gap's there. My lines are all still here. And that was with basically just tossing the fender on there. So I know that I'm going to be good because this fender's got to come off of here more than once again. So at least I know for certain that it's not going to change every time I take it on and off. There has been instances. There's with a Dodge again, I think it might have been a Duster, that like every single time I bolted the fender on and off, it changed. That's frustrating. But yeah, so now that it's on, I'll probably leave it on and I'll do some more bumping and then start the body work on it. Body work on the other fender is probably just about 3/4 done. It's in 80 grit. I'll go up to 120 before I prime. So here, I'll take you over and show you just a sec here. Oh, sorry. Scooby-doo-doo. Doot-doot-boot-boot diddly-bout. So there it is, right? Like as I said, that's in 80 grit. You can see steel coming through there and there. I see that shadow there. There's a good shadow there. Shadows, shadows, shadows. All that is the steel coming through. Now, like I said, that's an 80 grit. 3D House of Pancakes? Never mind. That's an 80 grit, and it's still going to go up to 120 yet. Once it gets to 120, that'll definitely be steel, steel, steel. Steel, steel, steel. You see what I'm saying, do you? Back here, steel, steel. Are you smelling what I'm stepping in? So there will be a coat of filler, over the entire panel, but I mean, as stated before, it's not going to be to any kind of detriment. You might have seen the door too, sitting on a stand as you come over. Same gig, steel hanging out all over the place. So anyways, I guess that's probably it for this one. No big deal, just a little more dart progress. I don't know how to edit these things. Well, I guess I could learn. But I don't have an editing program in my computer. So these videos that I put up, they're pretty much start to finish. So when I'm stupid, I'm stupid. If I'm not stupid, then well, you're in luck, but most of the time I'm subpar. But you get what you get. There is a lot of guys out there, I've watched a lot of videos myself that they'll spend 2 or 3 days making progress. And it does make for a good video for sure, because you see a lot more progress in it. But then they got to go in and they got to cut it up and edit it and massage it and give it a hand job and whatever else you got to do to it. And I'm just not there yet. I don't mind the realism of some of the other videos that I watch where a guy goes in and he trips and he falls down and he gets up and he bangs his thumb, whatever he does. I kind of like that kind of stuff too. So at this point, that's what I'm doing because I'm not smart enough to do anything else. So anyways, if I could dance, I'd do a little soft shoe for you, but I can't dance. Cut.